Welcome. Greetings to you guys in Makaya. Welcome back. This is Lekker Entertainment Sport. You know the story. Back. We back again. We just want to apologize a little bit. We didn't come in last week because of Ispani, Amachita, Aspana, Besingeko, and yeah, but we're here again today. This is our 22nd edition. So we've come a long way, you know. So this is our 22nd. Trusting you guys, which you're still enjoying the show, but we just want to welcome you. So massive shout out to Amachita. I've got my A team here.
Yeah.
A team. Who should I start with?
RYU. Big man.
RYU. Big man. Must finish the line.
Nah.
Astro.
No.
RYU the big man. How's this, my bro?
Yeah, but for sure. And then good evening to the, I would say, greeting to the viewers at home. And then I'm gonna learn, as I said, I feel very happy every time when I come to the show. As I said, this is our 22nd edition of the show. So they been with us all the way. So as we said, thank you guys for the support. And I want to lie. And again, we here to talk football. And then it's banning and abayifuna.
Oh my God.
Angazina abayifuna.
Bafuna disk.
Ushuthi bafuna disk.
Bafuna disk.
Lesiphethe namhlanje izohambisana nabo.
That's what they tune this show for. They want to make sure ukuthi sibaninga lento abayifuna because they're waiting for it.
Asazi, guys, stay tuned. Inkunzi umaqondisi.
Awuzwa izinje inkulu.
Awu madoda. Bathi baqondise litshekile ibhola.
Yazi.
Mntana yami.
Good evening kuma viewers ethu bafethu. Ngicela nje niloke nime njalo nje niloke nisilandelele bafethu. So loke sinideliver nje thina ubest. So nje futhi sisoloke sinibongile njalo. Nihlezi nje nimile nje.
Yeah.
Danko.
Guys, if you're tuning for the very first time, please make sure that you subscribe on the channel. We're in the mission of reaching 500 in terms of our subscribers. So we push it out. You know, we're in the road to 500. So guys, please make sure that you do that. We'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we don't have a lot to talk about today, but we've quite have few things that we need to discuss based on what's going on locally and internationally.
Yeah.
We saw these lot of movements around. So I think let's give it a try and give it a chance to have a look at that, you know?
Yeah, and it's been happening. It's been happening. It's off season, but a lot has been happening in football, guys.
Yeah, even the Vuliwe officially, so siyabona kuya move around. So
Yazi ukuthi even namantuzana ama pre-season friendlies inqwaba. Kumnandi nje kumnandi. You can't even feel ukuthi that the season is closed.
Yeah,
but it's like the season is ongoing, but sikule simo lesokuthi kuvaliwe.
Yeah.
But you know what interesting about what's going on is that we in a point whereby we are we didn't have a good league last season. Yes. Let me say 2 years ago, we didn't have a good league in terms of a competition with knowing that one team will able to boss around.
It's a farmers league.
Yeah. But this time around is promising, even though kunezinto understanding.
Yeah.
I get you understand. Like Mr. Uchipa Mpengezi.
Yeah.
Uvele wasayina Dan Clayt.
Yeah.
As a head coach. You know? It's one of those things that I'm not too sure how I feel about it, you know, because I haven't really seen Dan Clayt as a coach.
Yeah.
Especially in one of the big teams in DSTV like Chipa.
Clayt. Yabona.
Yeah.
Kule point Clayt he has been a coach for a cheaper reserve team.
100%.
Lentuzani idiski multi
choice.
Ubeyona, and he has been doing very 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 well kule team as a head coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
So into mina ngayi understand kumpengesi ukuthi ulontuzane uCarlenches has done very very well as a coach.
Yes.
As an interim coach.
Yes.
He did extremely well.
Saving them for relegation.
Saving them from relegation with few games to play left to play. So mina akuyenza sense ukuthi why ehambisa ucoach omsindise ku relegation. So mina into ebizokwenza sense if eyenzile ukuthi athathe uClayt I'm promoted to the senior team as maybe an assistant coach. Lokho bekuzoyenza sense, but ukuthi am remove straight uCarlenches after emenzela izinto eziright kanje it doesn't make any sense.
And just to add on that, Maqondisa, one of the things that is really when you go to cheaper camp, the approach for Utenklet to the first team, Chippa United, was to come and work with the Ukedlenches. But Ukedlenches deny Uti and Angabo coaches. I think we talked about this in the previous shows. Uti, you can see our teams are managing a playerless traditional Uti, our coaches all together. But Ukedlenches deny Uti, I can't work with someone else. I need to be the man on the team. So that's why Uti surprisingly overlook Ukedlenches were on special leave and then.
Because there was a statement before. There was a statement as a release wa cheaper before ba announce lokungani signing ya 10 Clate. Yokuthi ucoach Kentley bambekile kancane.
I understand his special leave. It's
it happened to even to Kevin. It happened. Bambeka ku special leave.
And then after that
only to find it ukuthi uzomxosha egcineni. Uyakhumbula no Rulani wambeka with special leave. He played only 2 games with Rulani as a head coach of Chippa United. After those 2 games, he was put on special leave. And what followed next? He parted ways with the team. So Chippa lama special leave akhe usuzohamba lapha.
But you know what I like to differ with RYU with what he said. Uchena Ukenklech is denied.
No, I'm on the
you know why it's because you remember, guys, if you did watch episode extra no, that was the one.
Oh, that was the one.
That was the one.
Yes, okay.
Number 20, number 20 episode. Yes.
What 20 episode?
I mustn't say extraordinary. Ordinary. Okay, guys. You remember if you did watch the show, all full of it. RYU had a huge argument with him when he said La Banyana. One of his sources since we know press conference. Safa president in line with the CAF president. It was something like this. Yes, Tenito Dan. Which need to done promise if Banyana win the WAFCON, yes. Uzobakaya bani 9.2 million each
player.
and manje finally and all we hear is that they're gonna receive imali ngo 400,000 each player
as a bonus.
Yeah, but so ingakho ngithi ngimthembi udinayile una show.
No. But I say apologize to the viewers at home. But I'm not gonna lie. It's so sad. I spoke to you, man. Then I am not that.
And now for to for police.
So while we still in that point, I apologize to the viewers at home. And then yes, but Banyana.
You should to apologize in.
You apologize for that 9.2 bonuses saga. 9.2 guys, when you're on the show, guys, when I make sure we give you nothing but awesome
news.
The
best, the legit news. Yes. Not a 9.2 million
but I
each.
so say
But now where was the logic, my bro? Like who give away 9.2 million each person? That was the thing. That's what I said. I was like, listen, if these ladies win the AFCON,
they're gonna split.
They resign. They retire.
They are millionaires, all of them.
Bro, you can no way receive 9.2 million. But anyway, come back to you. Manje ngiyakuthemba with no. Now futhi ngifila uncertain.
Mina ngizokuphendula.
50-50.
Mina ngiyangixolisa ngenza ngalokho.
You must.
You
understand? Guys, uyakhumbula wathini? Wathi iSenegal, iNigeria,
iTik those.
Ibona abantu abadlula ne WAFCON.
I'm an analyst. I will sometimes get it wrong.
Say one thing,
but you must apologize.
Why must I apologize?
The reason why they're giving the reason why they're giving that man just because Bazo Gagaba win a van. That's what they say.
That is why they bedlaliswa ngo 9.2 because Gagaba win a van.
Okay. But first, the analyst, it's not guaranteed. That's if you are an analyst, you are going to get everything right.
Yeah, that's true.
So why must I apologize?
On behalf of
okay, guys. On behalf of Lekker Entertainment Sport, I apologize. I got
Siyabonga.
it wrong.
Siyabonga.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Siyabonga.
Are you guys
Siyabonga. 9.2 million each. Where are you coming from? Go back there. Anyway, congratulations to all my ladies. I'm sorry if I disrupted to your point. Besikhuluma ngani?
No, we're there on cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
On cheaper penges.
Oh, extending ukuthi wena uthe
Yes, where Kelechi's deny ukuthi mfethu he can't work with someone else. He needs to be the main man.
Okay.
You know, so on the team. So that's why we phume kanje na mfethu, and then Dan Clates announced as a new coach. So as I said guys before, we can see ukuthi wonke ama team man they are applying this philosophy of coaches. So okay, Lench's mfethu he helped cheaper very well. So always a season especially cheaper fighting for relegation.
Yeah.
But it was the first time this season where cheaper we won go 13 position, no pressure relegation for the first time. But Kedlechis was there even retire as a player lapana cheaper.
Very emotional. Very emotional move.
I remember that game first when he played what 10 minutes just to say goodbye to the fans. That's it.
It's a very emotional move.
Look now, out. And then
Out on the court.
What would you say? What would you say is that how life works, or it's how politics here bowler works?
It's clear.
What would
it's
you
clear.
say?
It's politics of football.
But what if
I'm sure if we were to hear from the chairman himself, Umpengis, you will hear his side of the story.
I'm a businessman.
I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can commend uKhanlentshe ukuthi he's the man, because yena methi wefuna ukuthatha team yedwa. He wanted to take the blame if the team wasn't doing well. He wanted to take the blame himself, and if the team was doing well, he wanted to get all the credit.
Yeah.
Yes, so he's the man, bro. We must commend him
and he
for
did
that.
well as interim.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That's the
But
thing. He did very well as interim.
but let's focus on the current story of what's going on now. So he's out in the picture, unfortunately, and I see how you guys feel about it. But I believe Gucci, well, since people running these clubs as businesses, so that's a business move, or it's one of those business strategies. I'm not too sure.
Let's congratulate
You know?
Clates.
So let's congratulate Clates for jumping into bigger shoes like that.
Yes.
How do you feel? Uzowenzenjani?
After 5 games, it's gonna be gone.
Uzomanqaba njalo.
I'm giving him 5 games. 5 games. Okay,
You don't have a faith on him.
I do have faith in Clates. I liked him as a player, and I like him as a coach because I've seen how he performed with the MTC side.
Brief us with probably his philosophy. What type of football he plays as a coach now?
Into engayinaka kuyena uClate. I-team yakhe idlala nge-width.
Same as him.
Same as him. So ama-wingers aClate knows those wingers who tuck inside. So ama-wingers aClate ayahlala laphana. Futhi uClate ama-full back akhe they do not overlap.
Yeah, because there's wingers.
There's wingers. So in indaba yakhe i-license. So 1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2 they play behind the defense because i-winger vele is going to make a run. So iyona ndlela adlala ngayo. Ngisho ukuthi udlala nga-sideways mase banale strikers akhona ke izinto ezokwazi ukufinisha off.
Futhi udlala 4-4-2.
Udlala 4-4-2 most of the time. I've seen how he plays.
So it's gonna be a very obvious way of approaching the game. PSL bazokumasterisha in 2 games.
Yes,
Bakshy.
But you never know. It's football.
Well, yeah, but if you're coming with that approach, you got DSTV, kuno Sundowns abaqhamukela nama approach
each and every season.
Ongaboni kahle bazokushaya. Nge4-4-2 bazokuzoshawa. But anyway, that's him, okay?
Yeah.
As a coach. What about the players? Ubonile ama players. Okay. Utenkle to signile but uthatha abafana engabazi. Mina I don't recognize laba players.
Yeah, it's as Makoni said ukuthi he's been there with Lokuzana, with MTC team, and then he's been doing very well at MTC team. So most of the people, let's say, he signed, especially the first team, let's say he promote them. He promote them just because.
So in his pass shop, please.
He promote them, yes. He promote them.
Run his pass.
Yeah, but you can see he believe on youngsters. You believe in that because there's no big name players like expect Shabalala. I think we spoke about him off air, which is in Shabalala. I think he came back like because it was Cocoon, and then he came back like cheap. So all those players. I'm a players that got the pusher now upon a game to see him coming back with his philosophy. As make sure they keep this philosophy alive and then they attack Bonava. So for EPE, and a good thing about him, what's a PE? Everyone know him cooler. So I think to but he will do very well at cheap and I'm telling you.
Skukune ngiyabaleka because ngiyabona manje ukuthi asibazi abadlali, you know.
Yeah,
it's youngsters.
but I think
They're here to create their names. We need
that.
Guys,
they here to create their name.
I'm happy with the appointment of Dan Klets as a head coach, but I think he's setting himself up for failure because really MTC it's nothing compared to the high level now the DStv Premiership. I think Minukleti into bekufanele ayenze ukuthi ahlohle lo mjita lo amncenga ukuthi amthengele at least 4 or 5 experienced players because you can't really chase lento zalama teams anjengo Royal AM with all those young stars he promoted from the MTC. So I think that's why I said let's give him 5 games. You're going to see something there.
Oh, probably it's a different approach this season. Probably it's all about building. We never know. But let's go to Skukune camp.
Yeah.
Skukune hey, Skukune sports senzani? Skukune senzima. It's Skukune senzima mfethu. I think Skukune is one of the big teams as okwazi ukuthi asibonisa ingamo mfethu this coming season.
Asashe something and then I think a big shout out go president of Skukune. You can see which that guy so that Baba he know football.
It just happened you.
That mama he know football. I'm telling you, cause you can even see
that Baba.
You can even see even last season. It's Kukune as Benzi debut with the Premiership. They never struggle.
Nah, they never struggle.
They were there to make sure they keep their stable and then they keep Uguba connected.
I mean, spelling the new players. La signing mhlambe siqale kuFiko, uLetwalo, Ntiya,
Utashik Morris,
Mabasa.
Ukadoso kuStukune.
Ingakho shabala lebalekile.
Mabasa.
Competition.
Yo baningi mfethu.
Like okay, we've counted 6 already. So those are big names.
Big name players those ones.
On top of this Konukatande.
Hey, Ukatande he retired.
Oh, asadlali.
Yeah, he hang up his sport.
Say fashion design.
No, he's into construction now.
Yeah,
fashion design ushaya inkontra
you have to pay a career first. But football first, you have to look at career.
Yeah, it's a short-term career.
But they want to challenge for honors. Once to challenge for honors, they want to challenge for trophies in the DStv Premiership.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of trophies now. So they're here to make sure they want to challenge the trophies.
I must admit first. Let him arrow
Yes.
Le open issue.
They say they want to challenge for honors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the honors.
Yeah.
Those are the honors.
I remember. I make it to work.
Maybe it's the way he's pronouncing it.
Yes.
It's honors, not honors.
Oh.
They are going to challenge for honors, not honors. There's no such as honors.
No, say me, man. No, it's just the way I use doing our Makoni summers. It's just the way it's
Not again,
it's just the way he's doing our
Can't do one.
Kokone is going to challenge for honors, not honors. Hey, we are not belogos. We are leave us alone.
Hey, okay, let's go again, my friend. Lalela. Mina ngonya ngisho ukuthi mina ngithi. Angiyazi le phrase isipanyisa.
Nah, ikhona mfethu. It's honors.
Honors.
Yes.
Yeah, ngiyacava honors.
Yeah, but service, it's all about that.
One and the same thing.
As I said, we can't wait for the new season to begin.
Start, bro. Hey.
We can't wait for a new season to begin. I think so wanna different football this coming season.
But another thing, we mustn't get carried away with seeing like the players and the faces aside, you know, because if there's no combination, if there's no movement together, akho nix ezospan unkiyanti urastile
Still young.
He's not been playing.
yeah urastile
And
That
the
is
same,
young.
you can't say that Sukuti there's no combination whatsoever.
no I'm saying like you
This-
know let me back myself up with what I'm saying. I'm not saying necessarily there will be no combinations. I'm saying it's very important to sign ama players afana nalawa ajike futhi angabi nama combination plays. You get what I'm trying to say? Usolo ukuthi isignile isikhukhune but mase sidlala futhi awusaboni like
But
Yeah, angithi for now they are playing friendlies. All the teams are playing friendlies. So I'm probably sure they are working on those combinations you're talking
because it
about
happened
now.
to Orlando Pirates last season. Isayine class. I guess you understand.
Yes.
Yasayina makhubela ezathi makhubela besemfuna
Oh,
Pirates.
good man,
But
Mosele.
okay, but they were struggling to find ama combinations. Ngizoba ne PC ke mhlambe kuloko because it was already iligibisi on mhlambe. You get what I'm trying to say? But laba batholane off season, they trying to work and chill together. It does happen.
But I think for that it was a matter of changing coaches for Paris. Remember, Zimbabwe started the team, and then
Yes, bro.
when the team Laibamba corner, and then Zimbabwe left. So new coaches came. So when the new coaches came during the season, and then it changes everything. So as you said, Paris the top classes, but the thing is, was the changing of coaches was the problem there.
Uzen Power, he was sabotaged.
Yeah.
He was sabotaged.
Wash
Uzen Power.
futhi, wash.
There were people who were setting a lineup for him, so he was
Yeah.
sabotaged. Because
Kuningi.
if you can remember, first 6 games he played or 7 games he
never
played,
lost.
he never lost. He won 6 and drew 1,
Never
if I'm not
lost.
mistaken. So Uzen Power was a good coach when he came, but football politics, they killed his momentum. I think that's what led him to leaving
Yo,
the
bro,
country.
how do you feel with the news we received with Happy Chele?
You're gonna make me cry now. There's a raw take in this.
Don't cry.
I can see it now. I'm saying for it.
But it's tea.
Bigger parts and
Pirates.
and,
The Pirates.
yesterday I listened to his interview, Gumetrok Fam, with Andile Ngobe. And then I've heard, I think we all heard they were offered a position within the team. And then he denied. And then he said, I still want
wants
to
to
play.
play.
At least 1 season or 2, and then I call it a day. I want to still continue to play until my leg, I show me pants, and then in Vagalo I can say, I call it a day. So I think the good thing he said about yesterday, Uji, the negotiations was not like agent and management, was in a personal
With the chairman.
Because he's been a father figure again ever since 18 old when he introduced Lapagi Pirates until Hamba Man.
16 years, in fact.
Yes,
16 years of brilliance.
it's beyond the top. I think if you
If it has me, I'll never understand.
My stats are confessed playing more than 400 games for Pirates. I think the
Scoring a lot of goals also as a defender.
Yes. And Mobuga background there I convey to is the only player in PSL who play both ECAF Champions League and ECAF Confederation Cup finals. The only player in the PSL, Agazaba Konomun, is the only one.
So, like, I didn't really want to read more or listen more to any side of the story. I was like, I'm betting 80 million.
Yeah, but with them.
Like, what's going on now? So, is he left officially gone?
Yeah, because he still wants to play.
Yes.
He's leaving the team. But from what I heard, from a very reliable source,
Yes.
whenever he's calling it a day, wherever it's gonna be
Yes.
he's welcome to come back. His position will always be there.
Yes.
Even if it's
Yes.
even if it's 1 season, if he decides to hang up his boot,
Anyway.
he's gonna be welcome at Parade. Boy, I'll never understand Uguti how you let a player of Happy Jelly's caliber just go like that. Because if we were to be honest with ourselves,
Yeah.
Ujele is better than the only better defender, central defender Pirates has that is better than Jelly is Oli Sanda. Ujele is better than the new signings uSibisi and Uthaphelo Xolo. Ujele is better than them.
Yes.
Now, if you let a player like that go and give like your trust in these two young stars, it doesn't make any sense. Ujele, even 3 seasons, they were supposed to offer him at least 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He still has what it takes to be a Pirates player.
With what I get from what you're saying, a Pirates didn't only lose Happy Jele as a player.
Yes.
They lost a leadership
In the team.
You get what I'm trying to say. So
Captain.
there was a whole of leadership gone. You get what I'm trying to say. And
the players were
ilento
surprised.
solukuthi uyibona overseas kusuke uRonaldo kweMadrid kuvele kusuka leadership yonke solukuthi nje like 20% offense gone.
Yeah.
Even
Ah,
like
like
that.
Ronaldo.
You get what
Yes.
I'm trying to say. So it's similar
Yeah.
things oyibona, but it's just that I'm not too sure how many people were really following Happy Jele in that.
Hey, wrong decision from Pirates.
Even the player was surprised ngesinqumo esithathelwe between the team now, because he haven't attended pre-season Pirates, because he was stopped to attend the pre-season Pirates just because contract situation. And then even said coach, I never met the new coach of Pirates just because I wasn't allowed to camp a team. So it's very tough and challenging for the Pirates. And even if we go on all our social media platforms, even the Kaizer Chiefs fans now it was a calling and then saying good time we respect you, the legend, and then hard luck. But I think he deserve credit,
guys.
a proper farewell, and then yeah.
And
So
bro,
we all
I'm sorry,
devastated
but
about this.
that is not how you treat a legend of the team. That you can never treat Happy Jele like that. You can never deny him to go at least meet the new coach.
Yes.
He's the captain of the team after all, bro.
Yes.
Pirates Ninja, I was disappointed. I was
It's a
very
story,
sad
but
when I
I'm
heard the
gonna
story.
lie.
I'm a huge fan of that guy, bro. He's
Yeah,
a very
Yes.
good center.
There's no scandal, there's no stories about
There's
it.
no
But
stories.
we haven't had
For
any-
16 years.
Yes.
16 years.
Professional football.
He's
Professional player.
That's all you
Really-
hear.
Yes.
always on
Nice.
time on training. You'll never hear stories about him.
Professional.
He's professional. Mfethu hayi Pirates hayi.
I'm fit. So, uma Mkhize ngizwile ngabahebisi nami with my sources because ngiyazi yona language yanamhlanje with my sources.
Who's got a
Sendlisha ama sources man.
Hayi ngeke
Who's got a
ama-sources-
better
I
source?
guess.
ama-sources
I know.
ama-right mina.
When I know 9.28. So
No.
we handle the
Yes.
sources.
No, I spoke to my source, guys. I saw something. I say it's a book of it.
Tomato.
Ukhuluma ke
Tomato sauce.
Hey, ngitomato sauce. Sauce yakho.
So it's so something. I know I spoke to him.
I got it
No,
wrong,
I
man.
bet.
Anyway,
it's life.
Another story we can talk about. Kevin Hunt going to SuperSport United and he reunites with Thulan Hlatshwayo.
Yes.
Thulan Hlatshwayo.
Yes.
Yabona ke?
What's it called?
You'll see the best of SuperSport United.
Awu, ngabantu abawu-2.
Loa coach, he's been there before. Won 3 league titles with the team. So that coach knows SuperSport inside and out, and he is going to have all the support he needs from Stan Matthews, the owner of the team. So manje into azoyenza uzo-strengthen up their team, uzolanda a few players who are very experienced.
I thought uzomlanda uMonare, but uMonare ngiyambona sesekempini. Ye-Pirates. I thought uyamlanda.
It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah,
with Monara,
Lemonade, okay, remember it was released by the team. And then when the coach come and he watched the previous videos of the club and he asked, where is this player? They said, no, Mlandin.
Hayi ama-sources akho ntana mayighost. Athi akekho la ekhaya uhambile.
Ah, Tuambile. That's what I know. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's why I make a U-turn. And then he's there in the camp on the Pirates, but he was gone.
Shuthi ucoach akamfuni uMosela, ufuna
No, uthe nangwen.
Monara.
Use nangwen.
ngiyavuma.
Nang umuntu engimfunayo. And he make a U-turn. If you look at this in the history of South African football, things like this bethu azenzeki.
Ejwayelekile.
Actually kuzenzeka. Ukuthi coach mayifika alanda umuntu oseyanje. But it's happening in Orlando Pirates for the first time in PSL era.
The reason why he left in the first place. Uthi yena mesho
uzongani? The source.
Yena himself, but from a very reliable,
Yeah, from a very reliable source.
very reliable.
Ama-sources in.
Yena uthi into eyamfaka transfer list khona ipeanut ayenza angazi babedlala nani no was it the final of the
Hayi ama-sources akho
book
cha phela engabe uyasitshela ukuthi wayishaya kiphi
wenza ipenalty kulama games lawa
CAF. I think it was a final.
wenza ipenalty uthi after that game izinto ayiphindanga zaba grand kuyena there were people from behind ababemgxeka yabo I think that might be the main reason why they were letting him go but coach what no
Ayibuye ngwe.
But uphumile ukhisho RYU kuleli point ila Kevin Hunt loku reunite no lapha ka SuperSport United lapha ba United
So sakhi
but another thing eyenzakalile futhi ucaptain ukeeper Rowan Williams uvayile uyeka Sundowns kwasuka uRicardo Gos weza ngala.
Yeah, it's been the team since he was young. I think
19 years.
I think we spoke
19 years
about
with the
this.
club.
19 years.
But open to fire
before.
foot.
Yeah, because he said he wanna win more trophies. So for him to win more trophies, he have to go
Sign.
in one of the best team in the country. Let me say in Africa. Because when I challenge for good honors, you can see what he represent Bafana Bafana. So he represent Bafana Bafana in terms of national team football. But you also want to make sure that you want to play CAF and get involved so that you can get recognized. So that's why you go to Sundowns. You want to win trophies.
Okay, so Lumchita Lona, how is he?
He's a very good goalkeeper. He's tops.
Because we just need to we don't tell the part. We totally chase, but not much.
Lumchita hype nje.
Yeah. But if every time when you got a chance, young near.
I don't know what I wrong decision.
Young near.
But Sundowns iyabathatha labo lova kanje.
iSuperSport ngathi academy yeSundowns bonke umuntu abamfunayo bamthatha nje lapha kalula
sibala buka lama key players
wasiqale nje ngokeeper Riyad Peter sewayekade edlala eSuperSport yamlanda Sundowns oPrimotip yamlanda Sundowns Tebogo Mkwena yamlanda Sundowns Grant Kekana yamlanda Sundowns Sipho Mbule yamlanda Sundowns
wena
ngimbalile Tebogo yabona nje just to mention a few key players of SuperSport United.
This started a long time, guys. This started a long time because if you're looking bona abo Brian Onyango, he come from SuperSport. Mobuga wa Tekomodis SuperSport, Katle Kompela SuperSport, Tekomodis. There's a lot in fact. There's a lot. Katle Komasheko yes. Even Kane, the former captain.
Yes.
Coming from
Sompo. Yes. Came from SuperSport.
He was there. So
aphela umkhaya bachita.
So you can see ukuthi vele le nto it's a good relationship kade vele yaqala vele.
But shuthi derby izobhora because we want the competition with derby yabo so
yes. But you can see for the past 2 to 3 years when SuperSports and Sundowns play together, Sundowns always dominate just because of that.
Yeah, and also when Pirates and Sundowns let's be solid trap Pirates or four.
Orlando Pirates
There's only one team who just manages. I don't know how they do it, but the Kaizer Chiefs, they are the one team who can stop Sundowns.
Besikhuluma ngale movement le Sundowns SuperSport.
Yeah.
Okay, I see Kaizer.
It's some players kanje.
I got to say. I think now Stan Matthews, I think he's in for a business.
Yeah.
Asabina ndaba ukuthi outcome of him letting such key players izobanjani. So go wrong logo. I think nje ngeke mfethu kufanele ahlale phansi athi re-strategize ukuthi ngempela
when you think about the future of the players, it's a good signing for the players and it's a good move for the players.
Yeah.
They're in good hands. They with the good team.
Yeah, but then you can't rely too much on youngsters alone.
And probably Sundowns imkhokhela kahle.
It's a relationship between these two teams. I think they've got very, very, very good relationship.
It's one of those things that we were complaining about during the week. When it was a weekend, we were talking about Uletwalo signing for his Kukune.
Yes.
After Chiefs, imfuna
20 million.
Even the Pirates.
Like, but with the figures, when the Chiefs wanted him. They're like,
the teams are in for
20
business, bro.
20 million. But
Yeah.
team signing Amalens
I'm
Kukune.
selling 3 million.
Yeah, look at the difference.
So from 20 million to 3 million.
business,
Ah,
Baba. If I
yeah,
go for
yeah.
Chiefs, if I go for Chiefs,
No, they mfethu ukube wafuna iPirates yaba serious. Wawuzozo umthathe ngo5 million. Kodwa iChiefs
Something,
20.
Something
go wrong.
behind them. First.
Yes, iChiefs ayifunwa. Hey.
There's a lot going on them.
I'm very personally. The Chiefs are
Ayifunwa mfethu, ayifunwa buka. Ayifunwa. iChiefs njalo mayifuna iplayer kulama teams lawa, the so called small teams. The price tag is just rises
yeah,
up.
well, that's business, bro.
But why?
Because it's Kaiser Chiefs.
And if it's Sundowns,
It's up high because it's
Sundowns
Sundowns.
ithatha umdlali ngo7 million. Make sure Chiefs to 15 million.
No, should the Chiefs can't negotiate. Sundowns can.
It's business.
Yeah.
They
The
say
Chiefs
it's
ayihambe
business.
kuyoqasha abantu abakwazi ukuranisha ibusiness bakwazi nokuthi banegotiate
It's
kahle.
business. They say it's business, guys, because
That's how it
there's
works.
secret and we can't finish it.
Okay.
They say it's business.
But
ngabadlali bethu.
last point in wrapping up everything, Bafethu. Thank you so much for all the what hey labaleka leli gama ngisalisho. Ibalekile. Thank you so much for it. Ekhona igama ukuthi yalishaya.
I had a sense. Akulono lethu.
Ecishe ngamcishe ngasho.
Usho ufunazi no.
Ecishe. Ngiyabaleka ngisalisho. But ngiyabonga ama-arts for what you gave us today. It was very good. But this is what I want to say. SABC, I don't know, I'm gonna say sport channel or whatever. But SABC bafethu kwenzakalani? Ngibona
Love of the game.
Thomas Mlambo gone to
Back to Super Sport.
Pumuto Manenze back.
Super Sport.
Selinoba lapha SABC.
No,
Andile.
Andile Ncube, which I think is the one now who run like most of the shows.
No Lebo Hang, no Lebo Letolonyane.
What would you say? What would
No
you
Lebo
say?
Letolonyane.
What would you say? What would you say to that point, Buffett? Like looking at people who can't really afford to have DSTVs at home and all that, so they can't really watch Ingamo manje, and the labantu ba left out because if you can't afford probably DSTV, that means you can't really afford even YouTube. You
Yeah.
know, because you've been left out, and I'm worried about those people who they're sitting at home, they don't watch. What are we doing now? You understand? Especially youngsters.
Yeah.
And they're not aware, they're not even exposed into this thing. So don't you think SAPC should do something to
It's a challenge.
equip
'cause,
themselves
yeah,
up?
It's a challenge because we can see what land of it has been happening now on SAPC where they let so-called important people for them let go by Super Sports. I know Super Sports is one of the best, but as you said, so other people they can't afford.
No,
to
I
buy.
understand when it comes to a person's movement. You get what I'm trying to say? Like for Manenze, this is a very good platform for him to
for
go
him.
and
It's growing.
showcase. Because kwa-Super Sports uzokwazi ukuyithola mhlambe sekhuluma nge-Premier League, uzokwazi ukuyithola somewhere else. And lento
Even
vele
i-World Cup.
iyenzeka. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So for him, it's a very good move. But what about the
SABC.
organization for a person ohlele ekhaya
Yeah.
who doesn't have DSTV?
Hey,
That person can't watch soccer.
Yeah.
yabona nje SABC, it's falling apart, and I know
Yeah.
ukuthi yini eyenza ukuthi ifole apart le organization. Angifuni ukuyisho kodwa ngoba I might find myself in hot water, so I rather not talk about it.
Is that bad?
Political reasons, I'm telling you, but I don't want to go into details.
Yeah, we don't talk politics, but
Yeah.
I feel so bad when you're seeing a big organization, a huge organization like SAPC is stuck nje mfethu, and thinking of Ukraine edladleni. Awufakubhola lapha mfana. Yabo
Awufaka
fanele
SABC.
afaka SAPC. Ufuna ukuza umzansi, you get what I'm trying to say. And manje fange ngimfakele i-DSTV, you know. But kunomunye ongenayo ke lo privilege ukuthi into ezovela ithi nje 202, 203, whatever the case may be. So
Yeah, because we can even see now, even ama games which they're broadcasting, they can't give us those
Very lame.
Those
Very lame
games.
games.
Ngothothi kudlala iChiefs mhlawumbe ne Super Sports bawona bafaka iLeopard ehlathini,
Yeah.
bafaka iLeopard versus iBaroka ka SABC.
Yeah.
So ngeke, the standard is very low.
that's what I want you guys to talk about. What do you think?
very,
What do
very
you
low.
think should be done?
I think they have to up their games, but
They need to
up their
remove
game.
some certain
Yeah.
people.
And because every time SAPC is always like failing to do.
What SuperSport is doing.
Yes. Why? As a big podcaster like SABC, like SABC, they can't able to give us games.
You know what I'm thinking? SABC, please, if you're looking at this, you take this A team, you put them in your screens, and we run your show.
Yes.
What do you
Please.
say?
I'd love
Let's
that.
tag them. Let's tag them for this episode.
Yeah,
Let's tag
please,
them.
please.
And say, watch this till the end.
Our
What are we saying in the
directors.
end? Take us as your A team, and you're
put
gonna
us
run
there.
the show. What do you say?
Yeah, we here.
I'm joking, guys. Thank you so much. That was heavy.
We here.
But it's really a case that
That's
we
it is
really-
disturbing, bro.
Yeah. To look at it. But Machid, ngiyabonga kakhulu. How are you?
For sure.
Awingwe, the honors.
For sure.
Mungeke
Khona nje.
Angishayile.
Khona nje kodwa
Angishayile.
abezosithi
Awushayile.
inkunzi.
Awuyazi izinto.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching us. Remember, this is Roshut. Ibona basenza sibukeke kanjena. We're looking extra
Ordinary.
ordinary. Guys, peace out. We out here. Lekker Entertainment Sport.
Ciao.